Yehovah Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak with your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. 2 Kings chapter 12. Joash was 7 years old when he began his reign. It was in the 7th year of Yehu that Joash began to rule. And he ruled for 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Ziviah from Beersheba. Joash did what was right from Yehovah's perspective throughout the lifetime of Yehoiada the Kohen, who instructed him. Nevertheless, the high places were not taken away. The people still sacrificed and presented offerings on the high places. Joash said to the Kohanim, all the funds for sacred purposes which are brought to the house of Yehovah, the half-shekel tax, the taxes on persons in a man's household, and all the offerings anyone voluntarily brings to the house of Yehovah, the Kohanim are to receive from whoever personally makes contributions to them. And they are to use these funds to repair the damaged parts of the house, wherever damage is found. But 23 years into the reign of King Joash, the Kohanim had still not repaired the damaged places in the house. So King Joash summoned Yehoiada the Kohen and the other Kohanim and said to them, why aren't you repairing the damaged places in the house? Therefore, you are no longer to take money from those who contribute it personally to you. You must hand it over to be used for repairing the damage in the house. The Kohanim agreed not to receive money from the people, and they would no longer be responsible for repairing the damage to the house. Then Yehoiada the Kohen took a chest, drilled a hole in its lid, and set it by the altar, on the right as one enters the house of Yehovah. And the Kohanim in charge of the entry put it and all the money brought into the house of Yehovah. When they saw that there was a large amount of money in the chest, the king's secretary and the Kohen Haggadol would come up, count the money found in the house of Yehovah, and put it in bags. Then he would give the weighed-out money to those supervising the work in the house of Yehovah, who would use it to pay the carpenters, construction workers doing the work in the house of Yehovah, on masons, stone workers, timber, and work stones, and everything else needed for repairing the damaged places in the house of Yehovah. But none of the money brought into the house of Yehovah was made to make silver cups, snuffers, bowls, trumpets, and other articles of gold and silver for the house of Yehovah, because they gave the money to those doing the work, thus restricting its use to repairing the damage in the house of Yehovah. Moreover, they did not require an accounting from the supervisors given the money to pay the workers because they dealt honestly. Money from the guilt offering and sin offerings, however, was not brought into the house of Yehovah. It went to the Kohanim. Hazael, king of Aram, went up and fought against Gad. And after capturing it, Hazael made his decision to attack Jerusalem. Joash, king of Yehuda, took all the consecrated articles that Jehoshaphat, Joram, Achaziah, his ancestors, king of Yehuda, had dedicated, as well as his own consecrated articles, and all the gold found in the treasuries of the house of Yehovah, in all the royal palace, and sent them to Hazael, king of Aram, who then withdrew from Jerusalem. Other activities of Joash and all his accomplishments are recorded in the annals of the kings of Yehuda. Then his servants got together, formed a conspiracy, and murdered Joash in Bet-Millo, on the way down to Sila. His servants, Yozachar, the son of Shemat, and Yozavad, the son of Shomer, struck him so that he died.
They buried him with his ancestors in the city of David. Amaziah, his son, took his place as king. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this interesting 12th chapter of 2 Kings? We can aim for unity and peace, protect the unprotected, we can aim to do what is right from the perspective of Yehova. Aim to instruct those around you to obey Yehova. Aim to love Yehova wholeheartedly. Trust and verify the funds given to the work of Yehova. Aim to repair damages that have been done to the body of Messiah. Aim to develop useful skills to be used in the house of Yehova. Use your skills to serve Yehova. Deal honestly with each other. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can instruct others to obey the commands of Yehova, proving their love for him. Bear one another's burdens. We can use your skills to serve Yehova. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehova will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with the hedge of protection. Yehova will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehova will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.